These days, there are a lot of things that make life tougher. In fact, sometimes it seems like everything is against us. So for the next 3 weeks, Channel 2 wants to take a good look at what we do have going for us. The family. Big families, small families, in all shapes and sizes, young and old together. We urge you all to watch and think about what you mean to each other as we all try to come a little closer together. After all, many things come and go, but families are for life.
A call for emergency help, and this ride can mean the difference between life and death. On the Next to Life, meet 2 paramedics and see what it takes to save a life. Next, it's Rambling with Gambling. Hewell-Hauser spends a day with John Gambling and family and discovers what makes them the first family of morning radio. And as part of our station project, The Family, lifesavers have help on being a better parent, treating insect bites, and more. Here's to Life, Tuesday at 7:30.
Sometimes the most important story of the day is a story you read at bedtime.
Channel 2 reminds you, families are for life.
These days, there are a lot of things making life tougher. In fact, sometimes it seems like everything is against us. I'm Esther Roll, and for the next 3 weeks, Channel 2 will take a good look at something we do have going for us, the family. Big families, small families in all sizes and shapes, young and old together. Watch and think about what you mean to each other, as well as try to get a little closer together. After all, many things come and go, but families are for life.
You'll applaud the next Mike Douglas show.
I will.
Because the sensational Neil Sedaka is co-hosting with Taxi's Mary Lou Henner. You and John Travolta have known each other since Grease. You were in Grease together.
A little over 7 years.
Is that still on? And baseball superstar Willie Stargell.
Will you stay in baseball?
That's a good question.
Plus the new sounds of Tanya Tucker.
Today at 5 o'clock.
Sometimes the most important story of the day is a story you read at bedtime.
Channel 2 reminds you, families are for life.
Channel 2 weatherman Irv Jakovsky, Mr. G.
I think the first time I can remember falling in love with weather was the first time I can clearly recall a big snowstorm in this town. I think it's important for a weatherman to really have a feel for the area that he's forecasting in. I've been with weather maps and working computers and teaching my kids for 13 years, and that's important in forecasting.
Mr. G, when you need to know about the weather, quick as you can say newsbreaker.
He's there on the air.
Paul McCartney and Wings, Wednesday, 7:30.
A little touch and a strong little touch. Just a little touch, just not what I need.
Evita at the Broadway Theater.
Ever since President Carter's State of the Union speech on January 23rd, people in this country have been talking about the draft. Should it be reinstated? We want to know what you think. Call me at 955-9200. Yes or no, should the draft be reinstated? We're going to take your opinions and talk to some people who would be directly affected if the draft were resumed. Let me know. I'm waiting for your phone call at 955-9200. Should the draft be reinstated? Yes or no, coming up next. Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's the front page of the New York Times. Carter increases arms funds and foresees mild recession. Out of every $1 you're going to pay in the next fiscal year, 24 cents goes to the military. So there's no question that the United States is going to pump up its military. The President Carter sent to Congress today a budget for the fiscal year 1981 that holds the line on most non-military programs. Call me at 955-9200. I want to know what you think. This is a live television broadcast. Teddy Kennedy, we know what he thinks. Yesterday he said this: I oppose registration when it only means reams of computer printouts that would be a paper curtain against Soviet troops. President Carter's for. You're on the air. Should the draft be reinstated or registration? Go ahead, please.
Yes, I think it should be. I think it should be.
Tell me why.
Because there's not enough people in the Army now, and there should be a little bit more people, and I think women should be drafted also.
All right. Well, that's another question we're gonna talk to some people about. Thank you very much. Call me at 955-9200. This is Stanley Siegel. You're on a live broadcast. Should the draft be reinstated? Go ahead, please. You're on the air. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. All right, we got some problems. That happens on a live television broadcast. But do we have any more phone calls up, young Laura? All right. We apparently will, do not. But in the course of the program,